What's good, folks? My name is Joyfew, and today we will be talking about the top 5 hardest Call of Duty Zombies maps. Just a few things I want to talk about before we begin is I will not be doing any of the Black Ops 4 maps or any maps post BO3 because I just haven't played all of them, so it wouldn't be fair to rank them on difficulty if I have not played them. I just want to remind everybody that this is my own opinion, and if you disagree, you can comment your own down below. Anyways, we will get to the list right now. At number 5, we are going to have Nuke Town. Nuke Town is an interesting map for this list because it can be pretty easy or pretty difficult depending on your luck. If you aren't aware, in Nuke Town Zombies, it drops perks in between rounds, so you're not going to have a set perk location per game. Every game is going to be different, so that's why it's at the number 5 spot, because of its unpredictability. At number 4, we are going to have Call of the Dead. Now, what makes Call of the Dead so difficult is the fact that you're just so slow walking through the map. And you're slow because there's ice, and it just makes you slower. Plus, having George following you the whole time, it just makes the game so much more difficult. And when the fog is there, you can't really see the zombies. It's just a difficult map all around. The perk locations kind of screw you over sometimes. So that's why it's at number 4. At number 3, we have 5. Now, 5 is difficult for a lot of the same reasons zombies maps can, make or break them on terms of being difficult. And that's because there's just not a lot of training space. There's no good place to train on the map. Plus, having the Pentagon Thief on the map in between rounds, it just makes it so much more difficult. It just makes the game harder. The reason why it's number 3 is because once you know how to play the map and where to camp and where to train, it just makes it so much easier. But if you're a newer player, it's a very, very difficult map. So that's why it's at number 3. At number 2, we have Nuke Town. And this might be a little bit surprising because a lot of people haven't played this map in a long time. Nuke Town makes the list because it's just so bare bones. If you're playing the World at War version, you have no perks. And if you're playing Black Ops 1, you only have Mule Kick. You have no Pack Punch. You only have a box location. It's just so bare bones. It's very, very difficult. You can't really train that well. Really, the only way you're going to get to a high round is if you're very, very skilled, or if you, bug the game out. So that's why it's at number 2. At number 1, surprising nobody, is Verruct. Now, Verruct is so difficult because you have a literal special form of zombie known as the Verruct Sprinter that sprints so early on in the game that you'd never expect it even if you play the map a lot. You don't have Pack-a-Punch. You do have a lot of wall locations, but you also have a lot of doors that you have to open up. Even the best zombies players don't really make it that far in Verruct. So that's why it's at the number 1 spot. I felt like I had to throw in an honorable mention, so the honorable mention will be Shangri-La. Shangri-La is difficult because there's special forms of zombies that, again, for new players and experienced players alike, it can just be very, very difficult to deal with them. The map is a little bit confusing at times. I mean, there's literal mazes across it, so obviously it's confusing. Well, that's the list. If y'all disagreed, you can comment down below, and if you like the video, you can like it, and if you don't, you can dislike it. Have a good day, and I hope you like my video.